When are you gonna make it? All right. So I'm gonna disarm this guy, and again, you don't have to cut through the base of the fins. You just have to get the pointy bits off, the really truly threatening parts. I mean, worst case, you're gonna get scratched instead of a deep puncture. Believe me, you don't want to get it. I mean, some of these guys are like little daggers. Yeah, totally. I mean, certainly stingrays are. Ask the crocodile hunter. Yes.
Oh God.
Pain plus time equals humor. Clearly, it's too soon. Not enough time in the equation. All right, so I'm going to try to disarm the gill plates too because they get phony. Listen in, ladies.
I know.
So if you look at the gill plate, they have some really thorny bits near the top. So just cut through it so you can do this safely. Now, you guys used to have scissors that came apart, and they were awesome scalers. Because the sort of crisp angle there really did the job well. All right, what we're going to do is scale the fish. You want to sort of limit downward pressure just enough to really catch you want to just catch the scales and just use this sort of crisp edge on the back of the knife, as long as you're not cutting yourself. And you're going to hold onto the tail, and it's this forward raking motion that takes the scales off. Our tolerance for scales is, none. In our fish, we also want to try to limit how many scales go all over the damn building. So what I want to do is based on mostly feel, right? I'm going to scale the thing. You can use a spoon. Is there any silverware nearby? I'm just going to show you how non-specialized the equipment needed to do this is.
The book that said scraper for the table.
Yeah, bench scraper is pretty good. I mean, you can use about anything. And I'm really just sort of using this as a way to keep the scales from flying all over. A lot of people do this in the sink. The downside is that you end up with a grease trap full of scales that you have to pay a lot of money to get rid of.
I know.
I'm not sort of trying to dig deep into the muscles. It's not a massaging motion. It's a scaling motion. So what I want you to do is scale both of your fish. No. Right. So sometimes this is easier. It's a little bit tidier shape and easier to hold. It doesn't flex like the blade of a knife might. But I want you to get right up over the top of the head like this, like right around the bottom of the belly and the gill plate. And I want you to get the whole thing really nicely smooth and scaled and sort of letting them fly right now. I want you to do it under here. And get it really, really clean. You know when it's clean because it's smooth, rubbing in both directions. So I'm going to finish this and let you feel it. Right? So if I give you this to sort of pass around, if I rub it this way, it's smooth, and if I rub it this way, it's still smooth. If you rub it this way, it's really scratchy. So you can tell just by feeling if there are any additional scales just by